A drone strike sparked a fire on the perimeter of the UAE's Baraka nuclear power plant.
Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited Stockholm on Sunday, where he met with his Swedish counterpart Ulf Kristersson and European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen.
A drone strike sparked a fire on the perimeter of the UAE's Baraka nuclear power plant on Sunday, further straining an already fragile ceasefire linked to the Iran conflict. The Abu Dhabi media office said an electrical generator caught fire outside the main facility. The statement added there was no radiation leak or injuries reported and confirmed the plant continued operating normally. The International Atomic Energy Agency added that one reactor briefly relied on emergency diesel generators. No group immediately claimed responsibility, and the UAE did not publicly blame anyone. However, tensions with Iran have escalated sharply in recent weeks following repeated drone and missile attacks linked to the wider regional conflict. The incident comes as ceasefire talks between Iran and the United States remain stalled, raising fears the conflict could reignite. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi was in Sweden on Sunday, where he met with his Swedish counterpart Ulf Kristersson, European Commission Chief Ursula von der Leyen, as well as European and Indian business leaders. Von der Leyen reiterated the commitment to the EU-India trade agreement that the two sides inked in New Delhi in January, calling it the start of a dynamic new era.
Our next step must be to deliver an investment agreement. And this is the missing piece of the puzzle in our reinforced economic cooperation, especially in a world where supply chains are being reshaped and economic security challenges us as never before. Deepening our investment ties will help us to de-risk and to diversify. Basically, one can say the trade agreement opened the door. An investment agreement walks us through this door.
Next, Modi will move on to Oslo for the third Indian-Nordic summit, and his tour will finish up in Italy on the 20th of May with a visit to Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni.
A massive Ukrainian drone attack killed at least 3 people in the Moscow area overnight, Russian authorities reported. The attack marks one of the largest and most widespread drone attacks since Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine. The Russian Ministry of Defense said local air defenses intercepted 556 Ukrainian drones across the country from Saturday night into early Sunday morning. Another 30 were shot down later on Sunday. In a post on X, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said long-range weapons were used to reach Moscow. He also praised Ukraine's ability to penetrate Russian air defense systems in the area, which he described as among the strongest. Ukraine's attack follows a Russian missile and drone barrage earlier this week that killed at least 52 people across Ukraine, including 24 in Kyiv.
Day one of the World Urban Forum has highlighted a growing global consensus that no country can tackle the pressures of rapid urbanization alone. From housing shortages and climate resilience to infrastructure and migration, leaders from Europe to Asia to Africa here in Baku are warning that cities are now on the front line of the world's biggest challenges.
In Slovakia, for instance, 80% of people, they own their own apartment or house, but in the other countries, we see there is only 20% rate of ownership, and the other are on the lease. And this now creates really a big disruption in the social quality of living. And I think that the increasing prices are extremely big topic at this moment.
As I see in all parts of the world, we have to solve different changes, the different issues, and we have to find the changes how to improve the situation. I do not think that there exists one single approach how to improve everything all around the world, but it's a very good place for inspirations.
It's important for the players, especially the government, to come up with the decent project that are actually convincing, because we need to back up whatever project with good track record and integrity. Once that can be done, we believe that there are people who are more than willing to step forward and donate to a good cause.
Delegates were visibly concentrating on the core messages delivered at the forum. Global urban challenges now require global solutions that work, and at the World Urban Forum, governments, planners, investors and development agencies from around the world are dedicating the next week to make sure that happens. Nadira Tudor, Euronews.
Alors en 1983, la société qui exploite la tour Eiffel a décidé de l'alléger, de la moderniser et de remplacer 160 mètres d'escalier par des ascenseurs. Sur ces 160 mètres, 20 tronçons ont été coupés et il s'agit du tronçon numéro 1 de cette vente. Donc il a été acheté à l'époque par un businessman français qui l'a conservé pendant 40 ans dans un entrepôt à l'abri des intempéries, ce qui explique son état.
Scholars have made an extraordinary discovery in Pompeii. At the archaeological site in Campania, the identity of one of the victims of the powerful eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD has now been revealed. The man was a doctor caught off guard by the pyroclastic flow and identified through the medical instruments he carried. The breakthrough comes from new studies of a small case hidden inside the plaster of a human cast discovered during excavations in 1961, which contained small metal surgical tools.
Vicino a una delle vittime, un calco, è stato trovato un oggetto che poco si capiva, abbiamo fatto un attack e quindi capito in questo modo che era probabilmente un medico che portava con sé una piccola lastra di ardesia, degli strumenti chirurgici, dei bisturi, tutto all'interno di un contenitore in materiale organico di cui vediamo qui il calco.
The use of advanced technologies, including AI-assisted scans and 3D reconstructions, has made it possible to analyze the contents of the cast without compromising its integrity.
E dunque una persona che nel momento della fuga porta con sé gli strumenti del suo mestiere che svolgeva evidentemente non solo negli orari di ricevimento ma in tutta la vita, anche in questo momento tragico finito con la morte di questa persona e di 13 altri tra uomini, donne e bambini.
The research is the result of interdisciplinary work that, thanks to cooperation of archaeologists, conservators and dozens of experts, has revealed not only an object but the story of a life cut short.
ก็เป็นไดโนเสาร์คอยาวนะครับรวมถึงเป็นไดโนเสาร์ที่ใหญ่ที่สุดตอนนี้นะครับที่เราเจอในภูมิภาคเอเชียตะวันออกเฉียงใต้ไม่ใช่แค่ที่ประเทศไทยครับก็เรื่องขนาดก็จะเป็นสิ่งที่น่าตื่นเต้นสำหรับตัวนี้ครับเพราะว่ากระดูกที่เราเจอเนี่ยถึงจะไม่เยอะเท่าไหร่แต่ว่าเรามีส่วนสำคัญโดยเฉพาะกระดูกแขนแล้วก็ขาครับผมซึ่งเราไปคำนวณ
실제 저희가 타겟하고 있는 오지손 이제 굉장히 섬세한 동작을 할 수 있는, 그리고 실제 뭐 서비스업이나 아니면 물류업 아니면 뭐 제조업에서 그 고도화된 작업들을 할 수 있는 그 섬세함의 그 AI 모델 성능은 아직까지 올라온 회사가 아예 없다고 저희는 생각을 하고 있어요.
행사를 하기 위한 일련의 준비하는 과정 중에서 100%라고 봤을 때 한 30% 혹은 40%까지는 휴머노이드 로봇이 대체를 할 수 있겠으나 한 50%, 60%, 70% 정도의 그 실질적인 사람 대 사람으로서의 대하는 그 업무는 대체하기가 좀 어렵지 않을까 해서 아까 말씀드린 것처럼 기대감이 좀 더 있다, 우려보다는.